Good morning, council and honored guests. We'll go ahead and get started this morning with the swearing-in ceremony of our newly elected tribal secretary, Tanya Marshall, and tribal treasurer, Wayne Boyd. We can start off with a prayer. Chris, would you mind saying a prayer for us?
Chairman, too.
I'm sorry, the community chairman.
Alright, Joshua. Te pan Chimka, вам дает вам лишь перед Joshua. Да, конечно. Вот так и амачата ямпику, лампетики, ашела. Сейчас я как-то Oyate, очанки ваши, так его читанку, очанку по. Okay, Joshua. I just want to say thank you for giving us a stay. Thank you for allowing us to be here. I want to say today is an honor for all the new leadership positions that are being filled today by our treasurer and our returning treasurer and our secretary, our new secretary, and for all our communities that we represent. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful ceremony, and I'm honored to be in the presence of each and every one of you. I pray that after today that we're allowed to come together in a good way like this for all of our people, and so that we can represent our nation in a good way like that too. I pray after today that we're able to go home and have a good night's meal with our family and hold our loved ones. And at this time too, I just want to say a quick prayer for Richard Manansky. Consciously, Wotake, Richard. Chakaluta wana amani. I don't watch them on Ekaya Goga Kayan Chipola, Wachitanka, Wotake Oyase.
Who's the chair of the election board? Are we gonna do the community chairs too? Do you have the paper? No swearing in for them today? Okay. Yes, the community chairs will be sworn in on October 1st. Yep. We can go ahead and get started with the tribal secretary, Tanya Marshall. She will be sworn in by Judge Marshall today.
Wait, where's your tuxedo? I don't like to rush.
Seven.
This time we're going to administer the oath of office to the secretary's position. Each member of the Sichamu Council and each officer or subordinate officer elected or appointed hereunder shall take an oath of office prior to assuming the duties thereof, which oath he shall pledge, he or she shall pledge themselves to support and then defend the Constitution and bylaws of the Sichamu Nation and the treaties entered into with the United States and other governments. Please raise your right hand. After me, I say your name.
Tanya Marshall,
Do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the Sichamu Nation
the Constitution of the Sichamu Nation
against all enemies
against all enemies
as identified in treaties
as identified in treaties
or by the Sichamu people.
or by the Sichamu people.
And I will carry out faithfully
I will carry out faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will cooperate, promote, and protect
and will cooperate, promote, and protect
the best interest of my tribe,
best interest of my tribe,
the Sichamu Nation,
the Sichamu Nation,
in accordance
in
with
accordance
this Constitution and bylaws.
with this Constitution and bylaws.
Congratulations.
Next, we'll have Treasurer Boyd.
I'll try not to stutter.
Please raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Wayne Boyd,
I, Wayne Boyd,
hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the Sicangu Nation
the Constitution of the Sioux Nation
against all enemies
against all enemies
as identified in treaties
as identified in treaties
or by the Sicangu people.
or by the Sioux people.
And I will carry out faithfully
I will carry out faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
duties of my office
the duties of my office
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will cooperate, promote, and protect
and will cooperate, promote, and protect
the best interests of my tribe,
the best interests of my tribe,
the Sicangu Nation,
the Sioux Nation,
in accordance
in accordance
with this Constitution and bylaws.
with this Constitution and bylaws.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We'll have an honor song for. There. council and everybody.
I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for the honor, especially the people. I can't express how grateful I am that they have any confidence in me whatsoever. I will try my hardest not to let anybody down. I just want to let not only the people here in this room, but the people that are listening, that we all understand that we're in strange times right now. None of us know how we got here, but we're here. Leadership here, including people like me and Russell and Willie that have been here for years and years. None of us have gone through what is happening with us, the entire world right now. So we're all going day by day, trying to do the best we can to hold things together. I just want to ask all the people that now, more than ever, we have to be more independent. We can't no longer rely on the people from Washington or the people that have money to provide for us and give us an opportunity to go forward. Now more than ever, we have to do that ourselves. All of us, from the littlest one to the oldest one. If we just start doing that, then a lot of our anxiety will go away because we are keeping busy working towards something that's good. But if we don't do that, sit back and wait for things to happen, then that's when there's this division that we have. Cannot be divided and expect to grow as a nation. But it takes all of us. That doesn't mean that the government's going to abandon you. It just means that now the government needs your help for all of us to go forward. And I just want to say that because now more than ever that's true. And again, I thank all of you for coming today, giving me this honor, and I'll do whatever I can to fulfill my role. Thank you.
Morning, everybody that's listening out there, everybody who's here this morning in the council chambers. I'm just grateful to be standing here right now because of the people that believed in me, and I want to take this time to say thank you to everybody. I work my hardest to fulfill my oath, and I just wanted to say, I think that all of us membership, we are a strong Lakota people. And we have ancestors behind us. We have our beliefs, our culture, everything. And in these uncertain times here, we need to stick together. We need to be positive, stick together, and be the relatives that we have in our hearts that we know, and everything will be okay. But I just wanted to, right now, the only thing that's on my mind and everything, and excuse me a little bit, but I wanted to ask for some prayers for my best friend, my sister. Her name is Tanya Wakinigo. She's going through some stuff with her. She has cancer. She had chemo a couple of days ago, and she's having a reaction, and she was flown to North Platte this morning. I was busy getting ready for here, and I didn't know she was at the ER, so if you guys can keep her in your prayers, her family, and her kids, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
He won't speak for everybody from Wayne.
Go to work.
Council normally would read, but didn't know that there was this going to happen today or not. Because there's so, feed everybody. Let everybody know. Public welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, he's the only one. I'm the vice chair too. Yeah.
So it's in work. Dark is your dog. You got the dark lead now.
Shane, can you close those doors? Close those doors.
Good seeing you.
Good morning, council.
Good morning.
Today we had, on August 27th, council made a motion to have a council meeting scheduled for the 16th, 17th, and 18th. And that was prior to the swearing in being scheduled. We can go ahead and go into session. I don't really have an agenda ready, but maybe if you guys want to go into session today, we do have a quorum. Tomorrow and Thursday, the 17th and 18th, Treasurer Boyd wanted to have budget and finance to get the budget together for next week to pass. And there are 33 programs awaiting for budget and finance to do their end of the year closeout. So I just wanted to put that forward because people did want to meet on tomorrow and Thursday. Chris.
Actually, I was talking to two of the Budget and Finance Committee right now. First off, good morning, everyone. And there's four of us here for Budget and Finance. I'm the vice chair, so if we could convene now to actually open the finance so that we can get a head start on this.
Is that what you guys want to do? Okay.
Will we still be meeting? Because I know we have resolutions and a lot of things are time sensitive for the end of the year. So would we still have council tomorrow or Thursday?
Possibly on Thursday if you can get through.
Yeah.
There's 33 on the budget and finance list for programs besides the budget to pass for FY26. So if you guys, it's up to you guys if you want to go up and meet in budget and finance today and then see where they go. We can come back on Thursday. Since it's a council motion. Votes.
Can we just all meet right here now, hear it out and see what we have to say? Good morning, everyone, but can we just have that meeting right here now with budget and finance? That way we can see the budgets also, because we've been asking to see them too, and, we would like to know what's up ahead, especially for the 638 program.
Yeah, if you guys want to do that, we can maybe meet for a half hour, 45 minutes, to give me a chance to make copies for everybody. And we can do that. I'll look and start making copies for.
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
Oh. This week has been really hectic. Ako kaya na chanta was na choose up a lot. Is this a regular council meeting or is this a committee meeting?
That's why I'm asking council.
It's very chaotic this past couple months. Not couple weeks, I should say. Because yesterday, there was a debate whether there's gonna be a council meeting today or not. We moved it up from last week because we had to do our priorities first. To me, a council meeting far overrides our travel. We had to forego council because everybody had a chance, should have a chance to travel, they said. Then we made it this week and now it's chaotic because we don't even know if we're gonna meet or not. I keep reminding you every dang council meeting that people elected you guys. Council meeting is a time where we do work for the people and try to get things done. But yet our priorities travel. Everybody's on travel all the time. Hell, Budget and Finance didn't meet Monday. There's a couple other committee meetings didn't meet Monday. Look at all the empty seats. Where are they at? I keep harping about this every council meeting and I'm getting tired of that. People are getting on me because I'm a councilman. I don't travel, but they get on me all the time. So then I have to, relay it over to you guys for what they're saying to me out there. Committee meetings, we're not going to be having them. We should just ban them and start having council meetings instead. I see a lot of campaign posters still sticking up there where people are begging our Oyate people for their vote so they could sit here. Once they get on here, then they forget about the people. Quit exploiting them. Maybe we should put a moratorium on travel for 6 months or so. Or if you want to continue traveling, use your own money. But we need to get some stuff done for the tribe. We're operating without a attorney general. Casino's got a Band-Aid approach. Look at all the businesses that are shutting down. There's a lot of things that need to be worked on here, but we don't do it because we're too busy traveling. Yet we don't have any reports. The reports aren't for me, it's for the Oyate people that are listening out there. They're asking me what's being done, what's being brought back. Let's give some Oyate people some hope. Something that they could look forward for tomorrow. Because of lack of transparency, we're keeping these people in the dark. My frustrations were really building up when we start losing our council meetings because of travel. We're not getting anything done. So let's get serious about our positions and start working for the Oyate people. This is embarrassing where we're honoring people and shit. There's a lot of empty chairs on here. Shouldn't be that way. We'll
take a 10-minute break.
So I haven't got an answer yet. Is this a committee meeting or a council meeting?
Should we go into a committee meeting? Or do you guys want to go into a council
Committee.
meeting?
But will we still have council the rest of the week at all?
That's what I was asking if council, because the motion was made and you as the governing body under the Constitution can make that motion to have the council meeting scheduled this week. But with the Budget and Finance Committee, and it's imperative that they need to get their budget passed and go through all the programs. That's why Chris suggested that they go meet right now and get a head start on it. If they meet today and tomorrow, then maybe we can come back on Thursday and start getting things passed.
Just recess, Chris, till Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday and Thursday?
Yeah, if I'm the one that's in charge of the
I'm just,
motion.
we
Yeah.
need to,
I first off,
I don't think we need to recess because there's already.
I want to strongly agree with Mr. Adderley on his concerns. On top of that, too, like you said, if we're all here, you guys could still meet on a meeting while we still do our budget and finance. But it is what it is. the end of the fiscal year is coming up, and I know that there's a lot of concern on how we're gonna go into the next fiscal year in a smooth manner. And last year, we were able to meet and get our budgets passed in a smooth manner, so that when the first came, there was an easy transition, and no program and or worker for the tribe had to wait. And so that's another thing that we're trying to accomplish before the end of the fiscal year. And like they said, there's 33 other programs waiting, and that's part of the duty of trying to do our job is that program or is that committee meeting, because I know that as much as we don't like it, this tribe runs on the operation if we have funds or not. And yesterday, our land and natural went too long so that we weren't able to meet for budget and finance. And then, well, I got this time too. Over the past weekend, me and one of my colleagues and a few of the administration went to the 777 ranch, or what's it called? Oh, it has a different name.
Dakota partnership because it's intermediate.
Dakota Partnership, DPC. Right. And anyways, at that meeting, we had an opportunity with other nations to look forward to something big for when it comes to Buffalo. And so we took a tour of the ranch, and that's why I wasn't able to make quorum for budget and finance. But this is an opportunity for not only our reservation, but 3 other reservations, 4 altogether, the big land-based tribes, to do something beautiful in the Black Hills for Buffalo. And so we went to that, and it was amazing because I got to see Emily in a different light when it comes to what she does professionally. When it comes to conservation and land, you know, she's a good one. She knows exactly what they were talking about, and we were able to see their operations, and we were able to understand that our operations as Buffalo managers is a far cry from where they are. And so there's a lot of things to take in from that. And at the same time, too, though, we can't go into too much detail about it because we did sign an NDA. And so with that being said, that's something to look forward to, is what we're trying to accomplish in the Black Hills, you know, taking the land back 1 acre at a time. Okay, meeting.
I would just appreciate if we could still meet on one of the days. So if Thursday, if we could just, and then that,
Thursday, yeah, would Thursday work out for council?
because I know the budgets are important, so I want to get that, but we have a lot of resolutions and things like that that need to get done by the end of this month as well, that I've told our committees that we'll be meeting.
And a lot of the programs on the budget and finance agenda have resolutions that they need to pass to obligate their end of the year funds too, so. Tammy and then Lila. And Tools.
There's some issues that, I'm wondering if you have gotten any type of information on from our attorney general law firm regarding the discrepancies with the election.
I haven't received. I've just received the injunction copy.
Okay. Because that was one of the biggest things that I was getting blown up over, was all the discrepancies. And I know there was a very disturbing text messages that were exchanged last night to me regarding the removal of the election board. So there's some major concern here, and we need to address all that because we did ask for amendments. Those amendments should have been done. They weren't done. In regards to the St. Francis Indian School one, I read the letters that were emailed to us yesterday. However, I went back and I watched some of the council meetings here, and former Councilor Rep. Jordan Ron made a motion that they are to allow the election board to conduct their elections. I got a lot of calls from the parents and actually some of the staff there. But those are stuff that we need to bring up under old business. I know there was some issues with the what is that called? They're not suspended, they're sanctioned, with sanctions. So we need to, and as just reading the law and order code, the tribal education code, that any charter is under the council itself. So why haven't we been getting any information on all this stuff that's going on? We need to be updated. We need to decide what we're gonna do.
They have to write down reports too, and I think that's in October.
Well, we need to, I mean, they're sanctioned now, fully sanctioned. We need to actually get that addressed. Okay, and that's it.
Lila and Totes.
Good morning, colleagues. I just wanted to mention a few things as well. We did try to have a budget and finance meeting, and I felt really bad for our programs because they depend on us to get things going. But you know, there are things, and sometimes we can't push it. You know, there's a lot of busy things going on here, and but you know, there was a time we met every day. I sat here for 30 days straight one time. And we can do that. We can sit here and we don't have to, you know, like pick a day later. No, we can come here and we can sit here. And, you know, there's a lot of travel. Yes, some of it is necessary and some of it isn't. But we are accountable to the people. And when there's concern starting to happen, you know, we got to do something about it. The administration, a lot of that is their job. And we used to, you know, kind of designate here amongst each other who was going to go and who was going to stay. So like Chris said, some of us, we could still meet. So I think there's there's positive ways to do things. You know, there's always a way to get things going and get our people, you know, the services they need. But everything depends on this body. The ordinance states that, you know, we are to have our council meeting on the second week of the month. And what we should be doing is we should be coming anyway, even if we don't have a quorum, to satisfy that ordinance. We should be coming, whoever can make it here should be coming. That's the way I see it, and satisfy the ordinance. That way it's on record that we did try to meet. We're breaking our own laws, you know, so we need to go back and look at those things. And take that initiative and responsibility as individuals for our job. And, you know, I don't have an issue with, you know, coming to work as we have to do. So there's a lot of things going on out there, a lot within the United States government. And I'm very concerned about IHS, very concerned. Things aren't going good up there. It's not going good in Washington. It's not good. Trump even left the IHS budget out of some of the, out of his 2026 plan. He left the budget 2026 for IHS out of his plans. I don't know if, you know, I keep up on the news, but that's what I saw. So that really concerns me. Second, we did have, if we're gonna, you know, discuss our charters, we need to get in touch with our charters and set up meetings. Set up meetings and then a time for them to come and address us as a council. Today we have technology. Today we have a lot of things that are done through text. You know, certain people call certain council people, and you know, but what thunder rolls when we're here. This is when we execute power, is when we're sitting here. When we raise our hand, that's for the people. Everything else is in the works to get us rolling. Meet with our charters. That is always important. Not only when some concerns are happening or some things that are out there, but we need to meet with our charters, all of them. All of them have a responsibility to report to this body. So we need to get that in the works. When we don't do that, things turn really ugly. And that's not good to hear. When we're not doing things properly, it's hard to hear those things. So we have a lot of work to do, I agree. And the travel issue is amongst us here. We need to police ourselves. We have to start doing that. And I'm really glad that, the 777 rack stuff was going. And those are important things. So we can do that here. We can designate each other and we have a representative going for that. So that way we have a quorum here, at least 11. I do my best not to travel because I always know that something could always come up here and I'm fine staying back. I'm fine with that. But those are some decisions that we as leaders have to really think about for what we're supposed to do here. The election issues that Tammy brought up, it's important we all know what's going on. I'm not really sure what is happening. We just had a swearing in. We just did this just now. It's legit now. We swore in the treasurer and we swore in the secretary. It's legitimate now. It's legal. So if there's something going on, I don't know if everybody else knows, but I really don't know. So those are things that we need to inform each other about. Let's be open and let's put our stuff here and work as a group. Let's work as a council, a whole group. And things are tough. They really are. But we can do our jobs to make it better for Rosebud Sioux Tribe. And I commend everybody who's here today, and I'm glad that, we had a nice swearing in this morning. There's a lot of things going on out there that need our attention. So I thank all of us who are here today, and hope we have a good day. Totes.
I want to remember all those today that have lost loved ones to suicide also. This is Suicide Prevention Month. They had a walk last night, and we should remember them every day. But I want to remember those families because they were at the walk last night. So that's why I'm wearing the teal and the purple today. And I want to say happy birthday, Madam Chair.
Happy birthday.
And then, I want to say when we come around this table and when we sit up there, we have no friends and we have no relatives when we make decisions here for the people. It's for the people. So we don't look out for our best friends here. We don't look out for our family members here. We look out for the people first. What's happening with them and their needs. We're sitting, Wayne said a few things that we're sitting, we've known about what's going to be coming ever since Trump got into office. And we discuss things here. We make motions, but nothing has happened, you guys. And we're already a year into this. And we have winter coming right now. What if we were to have a outage like winter did? 2 or 3 days with no lights? What would we do for our people here? We need to have our committee meetings. We need to have these, and we're not going against our ordinance. We have every right to make motions to have council meetings. And like Lila said, she sat here 30 days one time. Maybe we need to do that because serious times are coming. October 1st is here. It's going to be here. And I'm glad that we get to see the budgets today. And these chartered entities, we've also been requesting to meet with them. But the last thing was, nope, let's wait and hear the annual report. And in, October. Let's hear reports from them every 3 months, because we have a lot of concerns. We have a lot of concerns about even some of our own directors. Some do really well, really well. And then there are those that are just relaxed and in a comfort zone. So we really need to be serious here, because we need to plan and we need to prepare. We've been trying to, but our motions haven't been heard. And in order for us to work together, people, we have to address what's been going on this last year to move forward together for the people. Serious times are ahead. We need to help prepare the people too. Wayne just told them, you're going to have to start setting forth even budgets. Let's teach them. Let's go into the communities. We have programs that can do that. We have to do all that we can, because they relied. There are some families that have relied on us a long time. And I know a lot of you got calls here just recently because lights were turned off. We need to remind our people, pay your bills first, especially your lights, because we might not be able to have that luxury of having LEAP anymore. Might be limited. But let's really work together. Let's make sure our motions are followed through. Let's make sure that there's a process to everything. That process has to be followed. It does, in order for right now, our 6, 7 generations to come, they're not going to have nothing except for a bunch of debt. Houses that are boarded up. We have so many people having cancer right now. We need to do some really serious testing with our water too. There's a lot we have to do, but let's get it done. And maybe also we need to think about, this was discussed earlier on. My colleague was sitting right here, and he gave a recommendation, and we went into exec. But maybe we need to hire a lawyer. There's money there to start the process for removal for our president. Also, if that communication doesn't want to be within this body, because there hasn't been. It's all been silent. We don't hear nothing. But yet we're supposed to be working together for the people. I went to our meeting last week with childcare. And I want to give a shout out to childcare, all the programs too that helped during Rosebud Fair. But one of the men there said, in our Lakota way, there is no I, it's only we. There's only we. So this whole body should be a we. We should be informed of everything, and we should be sitting here really planning and doing things together, all of us. One shouldn't be without the other, and nothing should be behind closed doors. So let's start moving forward in a good way. Thank you.
All right,
For the people.
let's take a 10-minute break and wait till Wayne comes back with his stuff. Okay.
I still had
There's people texting saying that we shouldn't be on air. Plus we're in session, so I don't know. But
I just wanted to continue since, Chris had mentioned our travel. I was just gonna ask you if that's something that you wanted to do today since we already mentioned it, or if I should wait until Thursday's meeting. Although we did sign the NDA and there are details we can't share, there are some details that we need to share.
okay, we could do it when we go in a session.
Okay.
10 minutes, then we'll go to budget and finance.
So we're not having council? No council today, but we will be on Thursday?